Hello, and welcome to the fourth segment in the Upward Bound training group. I'm so excited because I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to create desire in your party groups for the business, and then also how to start and have conversations, recruiting conversations with people, with guests in your party groups. All right. So number one is creating desire. So we talk about the products in our parties all the time. It's natural to be talking about and highlighting products, spotlighting them, talking about how they are so useful in our own lives and how we use them, what our favorite products are. There's so many different things about the products that we share, right? Throughout the whole entire party. So the same idea applies to when we're sharing about the business opportunity as well. We're going to be sharing about the value. We're going to be sharing about how it blesses us and how awesome it is, like all the perks, things like that. So there's lots to share there. So the idea is Pampered Chef has this amazing opportunity for products and how to get these awesome products by hosting, but also we have this awesome opportunity to have our own business. So that is, we share it in our parties. Like, it's natural to be able to share that. So how do we do that? There's two components to sharing the opportunity. We have the head component and we have the heart component. So the heart component is you sharing your story and going back a couple days, and when we talked about creating this really awesome story and sharing about how being authentic and sharing about all the things that apply to you with the business, and remembering to reach out to several different demographics when we're sharing about our story and helping other people be relatable to other people. So that's the heart of the matter. So that's what you will be sharing, or that sharing about that is creating desire in the way of people being able to relate and seeing like how the business is blessing you personally. So that becomes more relatable. What's next? So a way you can share your story is, number one, like we talked about like a couple days ago, is sharing it on one big post. You can share your story that way. You can break it up and you can share it like one perk a day. That's actually like how I like to do it, because I like to break it up and really create that desire every single day and make sure I have something business opportunity related every day. All right, so that's a good way to do it. You can break it up and talk about the flexibility. Like that for me is really awesome, is flexibility, being able to work at home, be with my kids, do homeschooling and all those things. And I talk about those perks each day, and I end it with a question, a call to action. So remember that, creating engagement. So you're going to end it with a question. A question that you could end the flexibility post about is, do you have kids at home too? And would you like to be able to spend more time at home with your kids? That is like something that is, I feel like a lot of people can relate to, right? Like a lot of people are working outside the home right now and they have to deal with online schooling or whatever, like not being home with their kids more. This could apply to them. So you're sharing about the perks that you like, and you can, again, share it in one big post if you want one day, or you can break it up and share it every day, individual little pieces. But make sure that you don't word vomit, but also like share a call to action at the end and a question to get them to engage with your post every time. That's important for any post, okay? The head of the matter, all right? So the head of the matter is typically the other fun stuff, like income. Income is probably the biggest thing, right? Is like gonna be the biggest motivator, the biggest driving force in wanting to do this business. I mean, obviously all the other perks are awesome, but income is really important, right? Like, am I going to be getting paid for my time and doing this? And that was another big thing for me too, is I wanted to join because I needed help out around the house, or a help out with with my family, because my husband wasn't working as many hours at the time. So that was also a reason why I decided to dive right in. So ways that we can talk about that and some other fun things about the business is by sharing games and fun stuff like that. So one game in particular you can do that applies to the income while also being FTC compliant is sharing about all, like you can put a post up and make a graphic on Canva, canva.com. Go check it out if you haven't already. And you can put the words bills and then date nights, groceries, gas, fun money, and scatter it all on this picture. And then you could put like little icons too. Like you can be creative at however you want with that, but like having those words up there to speak to people, and they could pick which one that would bless their lives more. Here are the words. Imagine you had your own Pampered Chef business. What could the extra income do for you? And then if you don't see what it could do for you here on this picture, like share in the comments, how could the extra income bless your life? And then they would essentially pick one of those things, like I would want more date nights. Like it could go to date nights, or it could go to more bills, or it could go to groceries each month. And then they'll be commenting in the comments and sparking more engagement. And that's, again, creating more desire, because they're picturing themselves and these seeds are being planted in their head every day. The idea is to plant the seeds every day, just like we're planting seeds with the party or the products. Like we're planting seeds about the business too, because again, we have this wonderful opportunity, and that's another thing that Pampered Chef has to offer. All right. So another game you can play is the Q&A post. I guess it's not really a game, but it's like an engagement post. So you can post on there saying something like, ask me a question, anything at all about my Pampered Chef business, give them some ideas for questions, and then have them comment for 10 tickets or 10 entries into the party prize. And that incentivizes them to comment, but also like you're going to be creating more engagement there too, and it's going again being planting seeds and creating desire there as well. Like all these different questions that you have as ideas could be something that that they are thinking about, or maybe it opens up the window for them to think about it. So again, that's another one. And then I also really like the post. So if you go into marketing imagery on Consultants Corner, they have tons of stuff for everything, right? Search recruiting, and you'll find all kinds of different posts in there that are going to help you with coming up with fun things to do in your party. There's tons of posts that you can use in there. Fun games, things like that, high engagement posts. So this one particularly I like to do at the end of the week, because I talk about all my perks that I like about the business. Then I'm giving them a chance too to see more perks right there, because like there, you'll see in the post it says like 6 different perks or 7 to choose from, and it says what Pampered Chef perk would speak to you or something, or which perk would you like the most, and then they get to go in there and answer that in the comments. So that's just another way to continue to create desire in the party by creating these engagement posts, because they're easy. It's easy to drop an answer in the comments. All right, so moving on. What you can do here too is the layout would be Monday, introduce yourself. Tuesday, here's my first perk that I love, and talk about that, end with a question, call to action. Wednesday, do like a high engagement post, like you'll see some in the marketing imagery, do something there, play a game that has something to do with the income or whatever, like the ideas that I've just given you. And then Thursday, do a Q&A post. And then Friday, do the perks post. Like you can spread out things. The idea is to create and build that desire over the week. And then they have a chance to ask questions at the end, right? And then at the end, rolling into what I want to talk about next, we're going to be reaching out to these people who are engaging on these posts, okay? So next is, how do you have these conversations about recruiting with your guests? And that is where it starts. You could go and just randomly message people and say, hey, have you ever thought about the business before? But how random is that? How awkward is that? The idea is to have some sort of a reason to reach out to them and ask them if they've ever thought about it before. So we're going to be identifying people in the party group. And how do you do that? How do you know who to talk to? Well, there's 2 types of guests to be reaching out to, and that is your party rock stars and the people who are asking questions and engaging in all those posts that you've been posting, okay? So party rock stars, people who comment, people who post and engage and do all the things, like they're just everywhere. They're always in the comments, and those are your party rock stars, okay? Those are the people that you want to reach out to about the business, and here are some words you can send to them. Hey, Susie, I've noticed, you have been such a rock star in Betty's party this week. I'm loving all your comments, and your engagement is definitely making the party so much more fun. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef before? Because I feel like you'd be great at it. So there are some words that you can use. Super easy. You just throw it out there and just wait and see what happens. That's it. That's all you got to do. You want to compliment them and then ask the question. You compliment, end with a question. Always end with a question. See, are you catching on to that yet? So then those are your party rock stars, and that's how you reach out to them. And you want to aim to ask at least 3 people, find at least 3 party rock stars in your party group, okay? Next is your Q&A people. You're going to aim to find at least 2 of these people, right? You're going to say something like this. These people are people who commented on your Q&A post, okay? Hey, Susie, you had such a great question about the business in Paula's party. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pamper Check before? Or you can say something like this. Hey, Susie, I saw you commented that you would love to earn this, or would love to experience this. Have you ever thought about doing something like Pamper Check before? So that's another way to implement a reach out or a connection based off of the high engagement post that you were posting about the business as well. So those are definitely words that you want to utilize for sure. Like, they're super easy, and you throw them out there, the ball's in their court, and then just have this conversation just start going. Like, just get it going. You want to ultimately have 5 people that you're talking to about the business every week in your parties. Okay, that's your goal. So your challenge today is I want you to go out and find all your party rock stars and all your Q&A askers and all your high engagement people that are engaging in your desire for the business posts, okay? Identify them, send them the appropriate message. And you can also too, if you're not creating very much desire in your business about the party or about the business, desire about the business in your parties, go out and aim to create at least 1, 2 more, and like put them in your parties and see what happens, okay? Then we can talk about that too. Share about how that's going. So right now, you're going to go identify these people though. You're going to go identify them, write them down, and then you're going to reach out to them with those words, and you'll get those words in the homework post. You'll have words provided for you. And then send screenshots when you send those so we can celebrate with you. And then you can, that will be your way of telling us, I did the thing, so I did my homework. And then once you get them to respond back, when they respond back to your message, send your directors your screenshots so we can help you through those conversations. That's the best way for us to teach you the techniques and guide you through these conversations and learn the skills of recruiting, okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing your screenshots, you guys. Go out there and have a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.